Am I the asshole for mocking my brother that talks about being an alpha male? My M20 little brother M15 is in high school. I just came back to my hometown from college for break and brought my girlfriend to come with me for a week. I decided to go out to a restaurant with me, my GF, my brother and my sister. When we were sitting down, my little brother showed me a weird TikTok. It was first a video of a girl saying short guys are not men or something, and then it cuts to some guy lifting weights and insulting her. I thought it was stupid and made fun of my brother for it, and then he called me a beta and said my girlfriend probably has an OnlyFans. She obviously told her she didn't have one because she didn't, and I told him he's an idiot. I then looked at his TikTok account and scrolled, and it was all just dudes going to the gym and lifting weights, or people talking about how to be masculine and stuff, so I was laughing and making fun of it. My brother then got mad and stopped talking. AITA? Not the asshole, but you need to make an actual effort to keep him away from these toxic grifters. Talk to your parents or other older adult in his life. This podcast bro stuff can start out harmless, lifting weights, having confidence, and often gets dark. Just look at what Tate is awaiting trial for. Not the asshole. Little brother needs guidance, is heading the wrong way, following the wrong lead. Laughing was a good start, but you need to seriously tell him that the stuff he's watching isn't a good influence. He needs better examples, and won't find them among the alpha crowd. Not the asshole, but holy cow, you need to intervene. Your brother is watching the most toxic of toxic masculinity. Talk to your parents. He honestly may need therapy to examine his feelings about women before his misogyny gets rooted too deep. Not the asshole. Inferring that your girlfriend has an OnlyFans is both weird and inappropriate coming from your brother. He is quite young and immature. This may be the reason for him to act that way, but he needs to respect your girlfriend. Sounds like he might be struggling with his own masculinity. Not the asshole. Someone needs to break him of the stereotype he's putting himself into. Not the asshole. Brother is definitely going down a dark and lonely road with that type of content consumption. Any man or boy that uses this kind of rhetoric is a walking red flag to me. A moderately attractive woman in a very happy and healthy relationship. Did sis have anything to say during this conversation? I think I would have a talk with sister to make sure she wasn't being mistreated by brother, to be safe. Might have a little chat with the rest of the family too, if you're concerned about his behavior. Good luck. Not the asshole. There is no such thing as an alpha or beta male. There are people with a lack of emotional intelligence though. I've seen plenty of people on TikTok who lift weights and dislike the alpha male mentality. Not the asshole, but it's probably worth checking up on what's going on in his life. Maybe he has some self-esteem issues or has dealt with rejection at school and leans on these cringe videos to get some solace from these weirdo meatheads. After all, you're in college and you're not as available to help navigate him away from that silly stuff. Not the asshole. His media is alarming. Especially if he's quoting these things sincerely and not as a joke. I'd talk to y'all's parents about it. Not the asshole. Your bro may need some therapy tbh. Getting into that mindset so young, he's barely in puberty, dude, is going to either set him up for failure or set up an unknown number of girls and women to be abused. Not the asshole, you showed him who the alpha male is. This is a joke. He is entering a loop of toxicity and probably needs someone to talk to him about insecurities and respecting others. Everyone who claims to be an alpha male deserves a reality check. Also, while you're at it, you might explain that it's not something bad to have an OF account. Not the asshole. Show him videos of Andrew Tate getting roasted after his arrest. Info: do you fully understand that your brother is being groomed by fascists? That if you and your family didn't have an intervention and get him off this shit, you're going to have another Andrew Tate on your hands? I'd say not the asshole. You called him out on harmful beliefs. However, mocking his beliefs is probably not the best way to stop him from going down that road. It's probably better to have a one-on-one, calm discussion about why you disagree and why you believe he shouldn't be watching such stuff. 15-year-old telling his brother your GF has OnlyFans and you are beta, really? What kind of society is this? Is there not a family relationship at all? Why would a brother tell his other brother this thing? Not the asshole, but just laughing at him might make it worse. Your brother is on the edge of a deep dark hole and needs help before he is irredeemable. What's your dad like? Is he a good influence you can talk to about this? Can you spend more time with him and help him understand what's wrong with these people he's following on SM? Not the asshole, he sounds like a bit of a dork, and as the older brother, it's your job to set his head on straight so he goes down the right path. He's still young and figuring things out, but it's good to help try and guide him in a better direction than what he's looking at now. Sometimes just giving him a heads up as to how foolish he is looking right now can help do that. Also, saying your GF probably has an OnlyFans is completely out of line, and you wouldn't have been wrong to put him in his place on that alone. Not the asshole. Anyone that uses the phrase alpha male to describe themselves or indeed subscribes to that alpha, beta, gamma male bullshit deserves scorn and ridicule. Honestly, these people are a problem and need to be called out. You have done the world a service. If anything, you need to be more brutal. Not the asshole. You need to help him understand how unhealthy that viewpoint is. Working out and fitness is great. If he's interested, help him. Alpha male stuff is just repugnant. Show him that you'll not meet many people either side of that line. No, you are not the asshole. Your brother, however, is at a very impressionable age and is headed down a very dangerous pipeline. Like the incel one. I'd suggest to y'all's parents that they get him into therapy sooner rather than later. Best of luck. God, take culture in these kids is actually terrifying. Not the asshole, behaviors and ideologies like that need to be nipped in the bud. Not the asshole. Explain to your brother what being an alpha actually means. Alphas are in charge of the pack. They take care of the pack, ensure everyone is fed and safe. They don't isolate or bully, they take care of everyone. Turns out, getting emasculated is also masculine. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. There is nothing more masculine than calling a guy with an actual girlfriend a beat up while you spend all day on TikTok. Ask him what he thinks an alpha male would say to someone who insulted his girlfriend, then offer to follow his advice. He called me a beta and said my girlfriend probably has an OnlyFans. Sounds like your brother is watching too much porn and thinks that is real life normal. Not the asshole, and please nip that shiz in the bud as much as you are able. His media is very alarming and can and will lead to him being toxic and scary for women. He is still young, I hope he can grow out of it grimacing face. Not the asshole. Anyone who thinks they're an alpha deserves to be mocked, and if they get upset, you should call them out for having beta energy. Not the asshole, he needs to get checked now. Not the asshole. That alpha male shit is exactly what it is, shit. If I had been your girlfriend, I would have asked him why his response to being criticized was to directly attack me. Someone needs to teach this kid some self-reflection. You're not the asshole, but if you don't follow up with his guardians to get therapy or intervention, then you'd be TA. Not the asshole. He's young and impressionable, and sometimes at that age, shame can steer people off of a destructive path. Not the asshole, but you need to address his insecurities about what being a man is, as those can spiral into a deep web of negative behaviors. Not the asshole, when men start talking about alpha male etc., it just screams about their insecurities. Not the asshole, but he needs help if he thinks like this. It isn't healthy. Not the asshole. He needs to learn better. I tell him that someone claiming to be an alpha male is like the alpha build of a game buggy, unfinished, and not fit to be seen